My sleep schedule has been terrible over the past couple of days. Hello. Here's the cat. Oh no. Oh no. You're purring to the mic so they know that I'm not torturing you. I don't think you guys can hear that. Probably not. It's just too quiet. Um, there you go. Yeah, yeah, my sleep schedule has been terrible. What are you doing? You're being weird, cat. What are you doing? Yeah, so my sleep schedule has just been terrible. Basically I slept like 5 hours like 3 nights ago, then 4 hours, then 5 hours again, and then today I slept another 5 hours and then got woken up. But luckily I was able to go back to sleep, but that also means that I just woke up now because my alarm went off saying, hey, it's time, you're supposed to be up and streaming. So yeah. Hello, cat. Hey, what's going on, PP? What's good, my man? So yeah, we're just kind of chilling. I didn't really know what I wanted to stream, so I thought I'd show you guys some things. I've had a haircut today. I feel ridiculous with it. Hey man, you'll get used to it eventually. The thing is like it's just a haircut, man. It doesn't really matter. You know, it's all good. I mean, obviously I don't think hair matters that much. But yeah, I thought I'd show you guys. Oh wait, what did I just click on? What did I just click on? Oh, I clicked on Raft. Um, I thought I'd show you guys some things that I found out and why some of these 30-day series. Oh wait, no, this is Project Winter. I clicked on the wrong thing. I thought I'd show you guys some of the reasons why some of these 30-day series have kind of like gotten to the end of what I want to do with them. Even though I didn't like complete some of the projects that I was going for. So let's exit here, quit. Yes. Yes, I want to quit. I wanted to show you like, so Raft, for instance, because that's the most recent one. The reason why I haven't actually completed a 30-day series on it. But hey, what's going on, Toby? What's good, my man? It doesn't suit me. Short hair really doesn't. My dad went bald as well. LOL. Hey man, it's the way to go. Sometimes you just don't want to deal with stuff. So I thought I'd show you guys part of the reason why this game has not been super fun to me. So I did have two worlds, and I had two worlds because I wanted to figure out some stuff before I just jumped straight into the stream. I wanted to know how to do a few things. So I created my own world. Let's go ahead and load it up. And I'll show you guys part of the reason why this game lost its appeal to me. The reason why is because I found out how to basically, once I get any one item in the game, I can have an infinite or near infinite amount of any item in this game, which kind of defeats the purpose, right? So whenever it actually loads up, and as you can tell, I exploited this fairly large amount. That's why it's taking so long for us to load into this game. But yeah, I have a lot of items that I really shouldn't have. So, new note added. This is the raft that I made before I made the one that I made on live stream, but as you can see, this one's a little bit further along. We have a fancier bed, we have radio equipment, we have gardens out here, and then down here, all of these are protected, and as you can see, all these all the way around are all full because I don't need any items out of them. But yeah, it's all symmetrical. It's a big square raft, and then you have stairs to go up here. Here is like, you know, the living quarters and storage, and then here is the sail at which we control it. Eventually, I was planning on putting engines down here and doing steering up there. But yeah, here's my big anchor. Here's the kitchen area. Here's the foraging area. And then all these two areas I haven't decided what I was going to do with yet. But the game kind of got boring because I figured out an exploit that made it kind of boring. So if we go in here, which box is it? Not that box. That box? Oh, never mind. They go away, apparently. Oh, wait, no, there's one stack. So what happened to all the other stuff? I don't know what happened to all the other stuff. But as you can see there, that's where I did the glitch. Let's see. Where's all my stuff? I can do it really quickly with the fact that I still have one stack that has it. Did I put all my stuff down here for some reason? I don't think I would have put it down here. But maybe I did. Okay, well, I don't know where I put all my stuff. but I had nearly infinite of everything. And basically all I need is one item in the game, and I can create nearly infinite of those items. So for instance, we'll go back upstairs and make a pineapple. The reason why I did this first with pineapples, which apparently they all just disappeared, is because pineapples replenish your food and your water. So you really, once you've got that, you don't really need to worry about anything else. Okay, so that's weird. It says 0 there. So let's see. I'll have to go back downstairs and get a pineapple if this... Oh, okay, no. So yeah, this is what I mean by have nearly infinite. I'm eating this pineapple. And, oh wait, no, okay, so it did just give me one and then it just won't let me do it anymore. Okay, so yeah, basically what I'm showing you is I broke this game. I broke this game pretty bad. 0 pineapples added. That's so weird. But yeah, I basically broke this game wide open, and you can only stack like 20 of these. But what you can do is you go here, you grab these. Let's drop that. Let's say you want hinges. You want a lot of hinges, or you want a lot of these, because I at one point, you can see I did it with this as well. It says 0 there. But I did the glitch with those as well. So what you do is you pick it up here. I'm pretty sure if I remember the glitch correctly. You click here, you press number 2, and then you go here. And then now you should have 2 stacks of these. You have another one of these. And you should still have your hinges. But as you can see, I did it with those too. So basically, you end up with duplicated stacks of 32,376. Or 32,765. So basically, you end up with infinite materials and infinite food, and it kind of just defeats the purpose of the game. So yeah, that's why I kind of got bored of this game. I figured out how to bust it wide open, get unlimited everything, and it kind of got boring. So yeah, let's read comments right quick. Also, actually, one second. Let me be right back. I forgot to bring my water in the room. I'll be right back. All right, I got my water. Also, I guess I should mention the way, so what I just did duplicates all the items, but what you can do is then you bring it over to the stack of the items that you already have. So say you have 3,000 of bolts, and then you duplicate another 3,000 of bolts, you can drag it back over, and I think all but 20 will stack. So you won't get 6,000 bolts stacked, but you'll get like 3,000 plus 2,500 and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it'll stack mostly. So the stacks just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and eventually you end up with basically an unlimited amount. So as long as you've got one of any item in the game, you can end up with infinite or nearly infinite. So that's why the game kind of got boring and why I just didn't really play it anymore. The other thing is, as you can see, I did the glitch with the reinforced, or I did it with the materials to make all these reinforced. So basically, I just sail around trying to complete the storyline, which the storyline is fairly simple, so it's fairly quick. But yeah, so I got kind of bored of this game. We'll go ahead and exit. That's the reason why. I found out how to break it wide open. But yeah. Okay, so I've had 2 injections in my right arm. Felt absolutely no pain. After really the second one on my left arm has been super stiff and painful to move my shoulder. Well, then that means you probably need to stretch a lot. Your body is probably tensed up. Like subconsciously, your body probably tensed up a little bit, and you just haven't worked that out. You probably gotta stretch it out and get it moving. And it's gonna suck, but it's what you gotta do, I think. As if I got a mechanism stabbed into my arm. Hey, what's going on, Whitley? What's good, my man? Won't be here long. Just noticed you popped on. I just died to a guy in Apex. Asked him to send me his stats, and Jesus, he has more than 5.83k games played, 4.9 KD, and 28% win. Well, it sounds like you need to jump on with him and play some ranked. because he's gonna get you up there in rank. That's what that sounds like. That's what you need to be doing. So I'm gonna type slower than usual today. LOL. Okay. Jesus, the raft looks amazing. Well, the thing is that's the raft that I worked on my own. That's not the raft from the stream. So that's part of the reason why that raft looks a little bit more developed. I was trying to basically work ahead of where we were in stream to figure stuff out, so that way I could just do it on stream and explain it to you, not be having to figure it out, then do it, then explain it. You know, it saves me a little bit of time on the stream to get more done, was kind of the idea. But yeah, I figured out how to basically duplicate items, and it kind of just defeats the purpose of playing the game. So that's part of the reason why I'm not tempted to play Raft anymore, because I kind of broke it. The next game that I did that with was Ark. So that's the reason why we're not back here with Ark. So let's go ahead and jump on into Ark and try and pull that up. I have, where is it? I have a note here that tells me, what was it? I should have a note here somewhere. Here we go. So this is why Ark has not become a challenge anymore, and the reason why it's not as fun anymore, and therefore the reason why I haven't played it in a while. It might have to update, so let's go ahead and go back in here. Let's pull up Ark, see what's going on. Update available. Oh, there's 3 new free games. Is that what that's saying? I don't know. Queue for update. Okay, well let's update this while we're waiting here. Downloads. Queued. It's not. Why is it paused? Initializing. Cool. Oh wait, no. I don't want to update Fortnite. No. Ark Survival Evolved. There we go. Queued. Come on. There we go. Initializing. Come on. Come on. Come on. It says initializing. Cancel initializing. Okay. Well, update. There we go. Okay. 1%, 2%. Okay. So it's not going to take us too long, I don't think, for Ark to update. Once it's updated, we'll jump on over there. Let's check right quick, though. That says there's some free stuff in the store. Let's check it out, see what it is. A lot of the times I'll just, okay, free now. Coming soon. A lot of times I'll just check the free games and I'll download them and put them in the store, even if I don't really want them. Just because, who knows, maybe in the future I might, you know. Okay, so is this supposed to be... The free games usually says like there's multiple, but I guess right now there's only one. Roller Coaster Tycoon is free. I'll go ahead and get it. I'm just not going to download it. It's basically how that's going to go. Place order. Thank you. An email receipt has been sent to you. I don't really care. I probably won't play this game. Oh. This is interesting. I mean, seeing as how it doesn't cost anything, let's just go ahead and get it. Roller Coaster Tycoon, new add-on, Civilization 6, experience new age. We'll go ahead and place order here. Thank you. Cool. Let's back out of that. Let's check this out. Buy now, $8. Yeah, no, I'm not buying that. Sorry. But yeah, so that's how I ended up with most of these games. All these games were free. The only ones that I'm actually tempted to play are Watch Dogs, maybe Killing Floor. It looked kind of interesting. And Hitman. Those are the only ones that I saw that I'm like actually tempted to play, other than the ones that I already downloaded, obviously. But yeah, see? So 77% on Ark Survival. Should be done here in a moment. Yeah, I heard you. What, kitty cat? You freaked out for some reason. But yeah. So we're going to show you why Ark became less fun. So I'm going to type slower than usual. Raft looks amazing. I have 1.2 KD and 5.8K games with an 8% win rate. I'm not sure how many games I've played. I'm not sure any of my stats when it comes to those specific stats. I know my KD is below 1 because I haven't basically since... No, let's pause there. Let's see. Basically since season 4, I want to say. Basically since season 4, I really haven't played anything other than ranked. And so because of that, I've been getting less games in, and my KD is going to drop. So I think my KD is like 9 point something. I don't think it's at 1 anymore because, you know, it's ranked, and ranked is where all the crazy people play. Okay, so let's... Come on, I updated you. What's the problem now? Hello? Open. Open sesame. Open says me. Open. Come on. I don't know why Arc won't open. That's weird. Let's go to library. Maybe whenever I played it last, I broke the game there too. That might be it. Running. There we go. Okay, so it says it's running. I don't know what's going on and why it's all messed up, but that's fine. We'll wait a minute because it says it's running, so it'll figure it out eventually, right? Nice. I got tendinitis, I guess, and tetanus and some other vaccine, probably hepatitis. Probably tetanus and hepatitis is probably what they gave you. I forgot. The living quarters look really dope. Oh yeah, I put up some of the puzzles. Those are not posters, they are puzzles. I put them together and then put them in a frame because they're cool puzzles. So I figured I might as well. Okay, so oh wait, no, not join Arc, cancel. Host local. It's been a while, I guess you can tell it's been a while since I've done this. Okay, then we go here. So I'll tell you guys why I broke this game wide open. The reason why I broke this game wide open is you'll remember a while back, I got stuck into the ground beside one of my dinosaurs, right? So I had to figure out how to get out of it because I closed the game, I reloaded the game, I closed it, reloaded it. That was the only thing I could find. And I tried a bunch of different stuff to get out from unstuck in the ground. The problem is that the way I figured out how to get unstuck from the ground was the way I figured out how to break the rest of the game. So we'll just go ahead and pick a we'll pick a bunk bed. So what I figured out how to do is how to break the game. So you'll see now that my stats should be maxed. So let's go here. So yeah, you see I have I'm level 105, which is my max level. My stats, all these are used. All these I can scroll down to the bottom. I've basically gotten it to where I can unlock everything, and I have unlocked everything. And basically what this allows me to do is I think I put a lot into weight. Yeah, I put a lot into weight. That's because now, well, I guess I should show you some of the crazy things I've done with it. So all this was built the right way, which is part of the reason why I think I'm bored of playing this game, is because now that I figured out this glitch, it makes everything else I did kind of useless. But as you can see, I've got a ton of iron, I've got a ton of all this stuff. What I figured out how to do is you go in here, you go tab, and you can see that little bar pops up along the bottom, way down below me. All you have to do is type in FLY, hit enter. Now, guess what? I can fly. Yeah, and that works with more things than just being able to fly. That works with just a whole lot of things. Let's see. One of them is, how did these dinosaurs keep getting out, and I don't know how. But it doesn't really matter, I guess. Because we can do something called force tame. The resolution size is small, LOL. Well, I mean, I don't really plan on staying on this for a long time, so it doesn't really matter. So, how do we do it? What is it? How do we... I forgot what the exact one is. How do I spell it? Because sometimes you have to type it in a funny way. Okay, well, we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're just going to do this one because this is an easy one because I've got it written down. O-U-R-C-E-S. So then you just do this one. So this one is give resources. You hit enter. And then you should be able to go to your inventory. Oh, did I tell? Oh, you might have to. So it's all case sensitive, so that might be how I messed it up. Oh wait, you might have to do tab in between. But basically, there's a bunch of codes you can type in. So one of them was, what was it? I think you can type in this, and you should. Oh wait, yeah. So now I should be indestructible. So basically, I can piss this dinosaur off. He can hit me all he wants. Oh, okay, this one's not gonna be aggressive. Okay, so this guy. We'll hit this guy. And as you can see, now, because I'm in this mode, he can't kill me. They can't kill me. I can just live forever. So yeah, basically this breaks the game wide open. With the ability to fly, you just kind of fly around to get what you need. So that entire trip that took an entire stream for me to just go one way, yeah, now I can just fly there. Yep, I can just fly there. Oh yeah, and like I said, there's a way to force tame dinos. So yeah, these are alpha dinos. These two, which you can't normally tame. But because of the force taming thing that I just showed you, I force tamed some alpha dinos. So these dinos are super strong. Oh yeah, and because I force tamed them, I can ride them without saddles. So yeah, this bug or this glitch, oh yeah, it deactivates your ability to fly, but then you just hit tab and fly again. But yeah, basically this bug broke the game wide open for me. It's not really as fun anymore. Yeah, and I can ride a gigantic dino here. So yeah, pretty boring. Pretty boring now that I figured out all this. That's part of the reason why this game got less fun. And as you can see here, this was my rock harvesting and ore harvesting army. But yeah, they're not really needed anymore because I can just type in the command code and get infinite amount of stone anyways. And then I also wouldn't have to travel all the way back home to deliver it. I just spawn it in right next to me in the house and then put it in a box. So yeah, it kind of defeats the purpose of the game once you can just basically build everything you want for free and it takes no resources. It's just kind of not, you know, not as fun. Also, I spent like a week on the boat using tons of resources to go all the way around the island, to map out the island. I did that a long time ago. That was one of the reasons why I have so many hours into this game. Well, if I would have known this flying thing was a thing, I could just go here. Okay, here's my original home. Let's just go all the way around the island. There's my original home. Boop doop boop boo. We're just flying around, you know, discovering everything as we're doing it. So yeah, it just kind of breaks the game wide open and just makes it, you know, not nearly as challenging whenever you can. So this, keep in mind, this journey right here took me like a week on a boat. This took me a week, and I have just almost done it. I think we've covered over half the island. Also, keep in mind, I am in God mode, so the cold doesn't actually kill me here, where normally I would have to worry about that. Oh, here's the castle. There's the castle. Oh, accidentally flew a little bit too fast. Let's get back down low. Do 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 do. And we are back to where we started. That took me a week. That took me 1 week. What I just did in, I don't know, a minute or two. So yeah, it just kind of breaks the game wide open, just kind of makes it not really fun. You can fly up though and do this, which is pretty interesting. That's the border that I just ran into. But now that swim would be almost impossible to do. Oh yeah, I'm in God mode though, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I just swam to the bottom of the ocean, something that would not be possible without scuba gear or without a dino that allows you to swim deeper or faster. Yeah, that just wouldn't be possible, but it's possible now because I have God mode activated and because I flew up. So yeah, the game just kind of got boring once I figured out how to do all this. So yeah, that's part of the reason why I haven't really played Ark in a while, is because I broke the game wide open once I figured out how to do these things. Also, I guess I should mention, so at this point I'm just going to read comments. Excuse me. I guess I should mention these are not my living quarters. This is just the office. So, I mean, I guess you can call it a living quarters, but this is not where I actually live most of my time. Unless I'm in my office most of the time, which I guess I kind of am sometimes, I don't know. So Klepper, whenever you stream on PS4, okay, wait a minute. Living quarters are dope. Okay. So Klepper, whenever you stream on PS4, I'll probably play with you more, e.g. Apex and stuff, and Rocket League. Okay, I don't have Rocket League downloaded on the PS4. I only have Rocket League downloaded on the computer. And I haven't really been playing Apex that much. I played a little bit yesterday, and I'll probably start playing again once the split happens. So once they reset everybody's score, I'll probably get back up to Diamond, and that's about all I plan on really doing. I don't know. I'm just not really into Apex right now because I've gotten to Diamond. The next step is to try and make it to Masters, but the problem is that to make it to Masters, there's another streamer who posted a video. Basically, his whole thing is what his channel is all about is teaching you how to be better at Apex. And it's funny because I clicked on his videos because there were some things that he made it clickbaity title, and I was like, huh, maybe this might help. Maybe he'll say something I don't know. He didn't. He never did. He basically everything he said was everything I tell you guys, which was things like what characters are meta, what guns are meta, what things you should pay attention to that most people aren't, like positioning and how they proved that they're trying to make the whole game based on positioning. A bunch of stuff I already knew. And one of the things he basically said yesterday was that most people can make it up to platinum into Plat 4 without a team. But the main thing that's holding a lot of you back from progressing any further is that you don't have a team. And once you get into Plat 4, you really need to start focusing on a team. That's what he said. My point of view is that it's not until you hit Diamond, but maybe that is what it is. I don't know. He says Plat 4, I say Diamond. But either way, we're both but in one rank difference of saying once you get to this rank, you really have to have a squad. And that's part of the problem is that, like, I'm good enough to make it to Diamond on my own solo queuing. It takes a little bit of a grind, but I can do it. I'm just not good enough to make it to Masters solo queuing. I'm just not. So, you know, it's kind of one of those things that, like, I want to continue playing Apex, and I want to push, like, pretty much, like, being able to push into Masters would be some, excuse me, I drank some water 10 minutes ago, and now I'm getting gassy from drinking water. Crazy. But yeah, so I basically, like, I just, like, it's the next step for me to take is to make it into Masters, and it's really just not that. It's not. I don't want to say it's not possible, but it's darn near impossible to make it to Masters without a squad. So it's kind of one of those things that, like, I need to either find a squad and get good with that squad, or I need to just get way better myself and be able to solo queue and get there. And I just don't see that happening. So yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things that, like, Apex, I really want to keep playing Apex and I really enjoy Apex, but it's just like the thing that's keeping me there is the competitive side. And I feel like I've reached the limit of what I can actually do competitively. So yeah, it's just kind of one of those things. I don't know. Anyways, hey, Klepper, maybe you could play Roblox, LOL. It's pretty weird to play, it at your age, but I've seen many adults enjoy it genuinely, LOL. No, I mean, I'm just, Roblox just doesn't seem like the type of game I'd enjoy. Sorry, man. Exit. But yeah, like, nah, I have no intention of playing Roblox. Sorry. It's just not something that's interesting to me. But yeah, so let's see. That's the first two 30-day series, and that's the glitch that I did there. I would open up, what was it? It was Borderlands 2, I believe. I would open that game up and show you guys that glitch, but that glitch takes, like, literal hours to do. But what you can do is you get a certain gun, certain mission. It's a sniper rifle, I believe. You pick up that sniper rifle and you shoot it and switch to your other gun, shoot it, switch to your other gun, shoot it, switch to your other gun, and you do that a lot. And basically it increases by like 10 damage every time you do it. And what it ends up doing is basically if you spend like an hour or two, you can one-shot almost everything in the game as long as you don't put that rifle down. So it basically just allows you to blow through the storyline. It's another one of the games that is part of this 30-day series that I found an exploit for, and once I found an exploit for, it just kind of defeats the purpose. So that's Raft, that's Ark, it's Borderlands 2. Yes, I was right. And then League of Legends. Now, League of Legends is the only 30-day series that I haven't found an exploit for, but I'm just not that interested in League of Legends. I don't know why. That game just doesn't really hold my interest. Um but yeah, so that's the explanation as to why these three games haven't gotten a whole lot of play recently, even though I started a 30-day series on them. So yeah, I don't know. I should probably pick up um League of Legends and start trying to learn it more. But it's just one of those games. I feel like the learning curve is so high that I need to play it off stream to learn some things. And I just don't really like, I'm just not motivated to learn how to play League of Legends. So yeah. Let's go ahead and close this. But yeah, so that's the explanation as to why those 30-day series might never get completed. Is just because I figured out exploits that basically broke the game wide open and made them not fun for me anymore. And then you ask me, well, why don't you just play it without the exploits? Because like I said, what just took me a week to do, I can do in 2 minutes. So why would I do it the other way? Why would I waste a week of my life traveling around an ocean when I could literally just fly the entire distance in 2 minutes? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just not practical. And then Borderlands 2, it's like, well, why don't you just not use that exploit and play through Borderlands 2? Because I can beat the entire game in like 3 days if I don't. So it's one of those things. I don't know, man. Once I figure out an exploit, it makes it kind of boring, and I just don't. I'm not tempted to play it anymore. So yeah. You can open it up in browser, and then there's millions of games made by creators, and it's pretty much free to play. Nah, I'm good without. Like I said, I'm not really tempted to play Roblox. It's just not my thing, man. All right. I've had so much fun on Roblox. I like played it since 2013. Still fairly fun. Been a great part of my childhood. Yeah, that was Minecraft for me. And I'd like to play Minecraft again at some point, but I just don't want to pay for it. I just, like I said, it's a game that I got back in the day. It was a browser-based game. Then whenever it became download, I got like a free code to basically download it, and I had it for free for ever, and now I can't figure out how to get that account back. Um, but yeah, like if I that's something I need to figure out, but I've got that binder that has a bunch of stuff I need to get done. Once I get all those things done, that might be something I try to do is dig through my old computers and see if I can find the one that had Minecraft on it and figure out how to get into that account. If I can figure out how to do that, that'd be awesome because I made a ton of stuff on that old Minecraft account. From what I can remember, I made like a central house was the first one I made, and it was in kind of like a horseshoe ring of mountains. And then there was a water source that ran in front of it. And so what I did is I made like my big house here. I went across, made a log cabin, and then there was a desert on this side, and I started making a castle in the desert. So yeah, but that was all on survival, not creative. So yeah, that was but yeah, I think it'd be cool. And I built a nether portal as well in front of the main house. So yeah, I think it'd be cool to figure out how to get all that stuff back if I could at some point. But that's another story for another day, and that's way into the future. I don't know if, and even if I do find the old computer that has that account on it, I don't know if I'll be able to get onto that account on this computer. I don't know. Um, um, mm, 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 mm. I mean the living quarters and raft, but yeah, the puzzle looks fun. What? Yeah, the puzzle looks fun. Oh yeah, the puzzles. Um, but yeah, the living quarters and raft. Yeah, I reread it and thought you meant here. Yeah, no, the living quarters and raft were pretty cool. What I was planning on doing with the other two living areas, so I had like forging in one point, like forge like the metal forging. and paint in one little section, and then I had cooking in another section. What I planned to do with the other two sections was make one living quarters, and then the other would just, or make one living quarters for like other people to live in, or doing it to where it was just two engine bays was probably what it would become. Um, but basically the way I designed that raft is that upper level is where that one bed is. I could basically make 4 more beds in there. So it'd be like the captain's bed and then 4 people to work on the raft. Oh man. I don't know why I'm getting so gassy. I literally just threw up a little bit in my mouth because I'm so gassy for whatever reason. I've literally just drinking water today. Like I said, I woke up right before the stream and I've literally only had water, and now all of a sudden for some reason I'm getting acidic burps for no reason. I don't know, man. But yeah, the idea was to have it to be the upper living quarters. There's that like nice little table. There was my bed in the radio center, and then down here there was that empty wall that you could walk around. The idea was to put 4 bunks attached to the wall on that little acid reflux lever. Yeah, I don't know. It's almost like it's acid reflux, except for it's not as painful because it's watered down because I haven't eaten any food. It's literally just water. All that's in my stomach right now is water and stomach acid. So that's basically what it was. So it wasn't as bad. You had gassy food or like a lot of food? No, that's the problem. That's why I don't get why it's happening to me, because I've literally only had water. I woke up today, drank some water, and that's it. That's all I've had to eat today is nothing but water. So that's why I don't get why I'm having acid reflux like symptoms. Doesn't really make sense. But yeah, so that was kind of the plan, is to have that little L in that top floor be bunks, and then you have like the captain's outpost where you can look and drive around, and then all the like working stuff on the bottom floor. That was kind of the plan, but like I said, once I kind of figured out how to bust the game wide open, it wasn't really worth playing anymore. So yeah, I don't know. Also, the puzzles look fun. Yeah, they were pretty fun. I've still got a puzzle I'm actually actively working on, but the problem is, so these puzzles were pretty easy. The reason why they were pretty easy is because you can see around the edge, there's a border about 2 puzzle pieces wide of brown. This one down here, there's a little bit more than that, but not much. And there's a gradient to it. It goes really dark to really light. The puzzle that I'm working on now, it's an Elder Scrolls puzzle. And basically, there's like a guy standing on a mound of rocks, and there's a little bit of smoke in the air, and then there's just a ton of black, and it's really dark. So basically, the entire puzzle is black and dark with a little bit of features, because even the guy himself, he's like dark because he's not fully in the foreground, I guess. So yeah, it's like an insanely hard puzzle to put together. So hard, in fact, that most people that make puzzles a lot of the time, what they'll do is they'll start out with the border, and then they'll work their way in, starting with the border, then doing major features that are easy to put together, put those where they belong in the puzzle, and then work their way out from there. This puzzle has so many pieces. I think it's a 1,000-piece puzzle. It's got so many pieces, and they're black and gray and white, and that's like the main color palette. It's so hard that basically I can't finish the border. I've put together most of the border, but some of the pieces are cut so similar that they almost fit close enough that you won't be able to tell unless you find the exact right puzzle piece that it's supposed to fit with. So basically you end up with, like, I've got the border almost done, but yet there's a gap and there's no more edge pieces. There's a gap of like 5 pieces that are either missing or they're put in the wrong places somewhere else in the border. So it's a really complicated puzzle. Basically, I haven't worked on it in a long time. It's just sitting underneath. So like this table that you guys have seen, this table here, it's glass. A lot of the tables in this house are glass. So what we did is we basically lifted off the glass, started the puzzle, and then put the glass on top of the puzzle. That's what we did. So it's not in the way or anything, but it's just sitting there waiting to be completed. And I just never have tried to, because puzzles take a long time anyways. And this one just takes so much longer because it's all black and gray. It's a really insanely hard puzzle. But yeah, so if I ever complete that one, I'll probably put that one up. I want to put more puzzles like these up, these like stained glass style Zelda slash Link, because most of them, I mean, I think, yeah, that one's the only one that actually has Zelda in it. The rest of them are all Link, and that one also has Link in it. But these Zelda puzzles, I'd like to find more puzzles that look like that, but though I can't find them. So yeah, I don't know. I like that style. I like the like stained glass look with Zelda. It's I like it. So yeah. Oh yeah, and the reason why that, so you'll see the little square in the bottom corner. The reason why that's in there is just in case the puzzles like fall to the ground or something, or somehow get knocked out, or like somebody tears into them and tears the puzzle apart. The idea is basically to be able to have that reference piece of paper, because I threw the boxes away. So the idea is basically to have that reference piece of paper in there just in case something happens and I've got to figure out what it looks like to put it back together. That's why that's in there. But yeah. Cool. Klepper, this is 2020 comments now on YouTube. The peak of evolution. For sure, man. My mom said if I did, or if I get 100 likes on this comment, yeah, that's what they're like. That's what it is right there. She will buy me a new gaming setup. Please, would you mean? It would mean the world to me. Yeah, that's pretty much what comments are nowadays. Um, the resolution size is small. LOL. Yeah, it's fine. I wasn't planning on staying that game for a long time. Klepper, you broke Raft and Ark, yes, and Borderlands. 3 of the games out of the 4 that I had started a 30-day series on, I have broken. Yes, that's exactly what I have done. It's just not really, it's not really fun anymore once I break it, and that's just part of how my brain works. If I can figure out how to do something easier, I'm gonna do something the easier way. There's no reason for me not to. So yeah, aside from for my own entertainment, and I don't really care about my own entertainment that much until I realize there's no games I can play because I've broken them all. That's kind of how that goes. But yeah, no, Ark, once I figured out I can fly, I can spawn in materials. I figured out how to do a bunch of stuff, and it's just like, it's not like pretty much everything I could need to do in the game. There's a super easy way for me to do it now with command codes, is what they're called. So yeah, it just shouldn't be that easy to break the game, I don't think. But I guess it had to be super easy to break the game, because again, the reason why I figured out about it is because I got glitched under the map and couldn't do anything about it. So I guess it kind of, they had to include command codes because their game's so broken in the first place that you have to use a command code to unbreak the game when it breaks on you. So I guess that's part of the reason why it exists in the first place, is because their game is not fixed. It's broken right now. And so they had to include it, I guess, but then it makes the game broken in other ways. So I don't know. It's just one of those things. I mean, like I said, it, if the game didn't have this exploit in it, then I would have been stuck underground and wouldn't have been able to do anything. Once I got stuck under the ground, I would have had to start a new game. So yeah, I mean, I guess it being in the game made it to where I didn't have to start over, but at the same time, it being in the game made it to where I didn't want to play the game anymore anyways. So I don't know. It is what it is. Um, It would be fun to actually play the game, but when you get fed up to a point, exploiting the game would replace the fun. I mean, my thing is, I don't even have to be done with a game to want to exploit a game. If I find an exploit, I'm going to use that exploit to the full of my abilities. Again, the reason why I found it, so the way I found the Ark exploit was because it was the only way I could unbreak the game. The game was already broken. I couldn't do anything about it. The only way to unbreak the game was to figure out how to do the ghost code, the ghost command code, and get out of there. And then once I found the ghost command code, I was like, I wonder what else I can do with this. So I found out I could fly, found out I could do God mode, found out I could spawn certain resources if I type in the exact right thing I want and the way they want it typed in. So yeah, it just kind of made it to where, and then once I figured out I could do all that, I just went on Google and Googled it and eventually found a list of how to spawn everything in the game. So Ark, I found it because the game broke itself. Raft, I found it because I did it by accident. I think originally I had I forgot what I had, but I had clicked on something, and I had clicked in my I had clicked 1 or something, because I'd clicked it and thought I was just gonna switch it, and then I was like, huh, maybe I can just press 1 and it'll just go down there. And then all of a sudden I had 2 stacks of the resource that I wanted, and then I just dragged them on top of each other, and they started stacking past 20, which most items in Raft only stacked to 20. So I found it just by accident, and then I was like, wait, what did I just do? Because I spawned in 20 resources that I needed. How did I just do that? And then I spent like 30 minutes trying to duplicate it and then figured it out. So yeah, I just kind of broke Raft by accident. And Borderlands, excuse me. Borderlands is kind of the same thing. I shot the firearm, switched, shot, and then switched back and shot again. And I was like, wait a minute. That damage number is not the same as what it just was. So I was shooting it. I was like, okay, well, let's switch back to the other weapon and see if that weapon is the same as what it just was. Shot it, it was the same. Switched back to the sniper rifle, and it wasn't the same as what it just was or what it originally was. I was like, wait a minute, something's not right. So then I did it like 5 times, and then it had gone up by like 5% more. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I just kind of found it by accident as well. I picked up a sniper rifle because you guys know me. Pretty much every first-person shooter I play, I pick up sniper rifles. Yeah, I just picked up a sniper rifle in Borderlands and broke the game. So yeah, that's 2 games that I broke by accident. One of them I didn't break by accident, but it's because the game itself was broken. So yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things that once I break the game, I just have no interest in playing it anymore. It makes the game easy and not as fun. So yeah. Can you make dinosaurs fly? I cannot make any dinosaurs that cannot already fly. No. But if I can fly, there's no real reason to make dinosaurs fly, especially once you activated God mode, because then you just run around and you can literally punch things to death because they can't kill you. So you just stand there, let them attack you all they want, and you punch them. And because you can fly, you can just catch up to them if they decide to run away eventually. So dinosaurs, as strong as they are and as awesome as they are for utility, I can just spawn anything I want. I can go through the storyline and just punch anything to death that I want. There's no real reason to have dinosaurs anymore. I force tamed those 2 alpha dinos just because I figured out that I could and wanted to try it because I knew I could tame regular dinos through command codes, but there was a thing called force tame, which said you can just force tame anything. And I was like, oh, okay, well, let me go try it. So I tried it on 2 dinos. You can't tame alphas. So I tried it on an alpha and it worked. And I was like, okay, well, cool. And so I force tamed 2 alphas. It would be hilarious, male land dinos to fly. No, unfortunately, you cannot make land walking dinos that cannot fly through that glitch. Sorry. And as you could see, whenever I got onto a dino, it takes off the flying glitch. That's part of the reason why. It's like once you get on a dino, it kind of resets everything momentarily until you get off, and then you have to set everything back up. So yeah, dinos, you can't really break a whole lot when it comes to dinos, but you can break a whole lot when it comes to you as the person interacting with the dinos. I can still play Rocket League with you because it's cross-platform. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Let me pull up Rocket League and enable cross-platform because you said that was a thing. If it prompts you in the beginning to turn it on or off, I probably turned it on, but I don't know for sure. So I figured I'd come in and check while we're sitting here. While we're just chatting and chilling anyways, I figured, why not? But I may not be able to play with you for ranked games, but we can hit up some casual games. Oh, like cross-platform might not work in some ranked games? Huh. Okay, let's go to profile, career, replays. Don't know what that is. Don't know. Don't care. Choose avatar border. Okay. Choose banner. Standard. Okay. How do I enable crossplay? Modify your settings, garage, rocket pass, item shop, quit, options. Whoa, what just happened? The game just closed itself for some reason. Launch failed. What? Why did the launch fail? I don't know why the launch failed. Let's try and get back in here and see what happens. And now the comments are down, so I can't see comments momentarily. Let's just see this. Options, modify settings, gameplay. Not seeing anything there. Extras, redeem codes, support, parental control credit, manage account linking. Don't know what that means. Terms of service, privacy policy, payments. Okay, chat, audio, video, interface, controls, camera, gameplay. Okay, so I don't see anything that text chat. Oh wait a minute. There it was, wasn't it right there? Cross-platform play. Okay, cool. So that is enabled. So yes, we can play Rocket League together. Cross-platform. But yeah, I don't know if it'll affect. What the heck, man? Now the chat's back up now that I closed out Rocket League. Oh, you guys can't even see the top one. Oh, here, 1 second. You guys can't even see the top puzzle that I hung up. There it is. That's the top one that I hung up. Let's go there. Bang. Is camera kind of back where it's supposed to be? Yeah. All right. But yeah, so yeah. I hung up 2 puzzles. It's kind of what I did. But yeah, there's 3 of them on the wall. Only 2 actually got hung up on the wall because I don't really know where to hang up that 3rd one, and hanging it up like 2 inches above where it's sitting doesn't really make sense to me. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, okay. I tried the stretching with my arms, and my arm that doesn't feel pain just started to ache more than my left arm. Well, I mean, you got to stretch properly. I don't know what you're doing, but you got to, I mean, look up, if you get a chance, whenever you're done, whenever this stream is over, you should look up yoga and try doing yoga, man. Yoga is good for your body. Good for you. You should definitely be doing yoga if you're not. I should be doing yoga. It's just that with my body the way it is, can't do everything that you're supposed to be able to do in yoga. So, yeah. We found an exploit to almost everything. LOL. You've found an exploit to almost everything? Yeah, I have. Pretty much the only games I don't find too many exploits to are multiplayer games, because a lot of times in multiplayer games, for the sake of fairness, they try and make it to where there aren't any exploits in their games. And I guess, as you can tell, even Apex Legends, I found exploits to. I can use Rampart to get under the map. I can use Rampart to glitch into vaults. Like, I don't know. I just like, it's exploits, man. I don't know. You can't expect me to not break a game. Man. More acid reflux. Sorry, guys. But yeah, no, like you said, I have broken pretty much every game I play. You are right on that. Apex, broke it. Let's see. So, Grand Theft Auto 5, don't play it enough to figure out how to break it. Literally haven't started that game once. Haven't played Fortnite in like years. Broke that game. Don't even know what that actually does. So actually, we can just uninstall that. That's probably a good idea. So I'm gonna move that up to uninstall. Pre-sequel, already played it on the PlayStation, so just wasn't really too tempted to play it here. Spellbreak, haven't broken that one. Borderlands 2, broke it. Rocket League, it's multiplayer. I'm sure if there's a way to break it, I'll figure that out. CSGO, not really a way to break it, just kind of playing it. Haven't even really played that game that much. So we'll actually uninstall that game too while we're sitting here. Far Cry games, I'm sure I could, if I tried to figure it out long enough. I didn't click to start up a game. What are you doing? No. Why are you starting up a game? Freaking stupid. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you starting up a game? Why did you start up Raft? I clicked on it to try and move it, not to start it up. Stupid. Yeah, I'm sure if I played long enough in the Far Cry games, at least one of these, I will be able to figure out how to break. I just haven't figured it out yet. I haven't really tried. Left 4 Dead 2, I'm pretty sure I could figure out a way to break it because of how old it is. It would not surprise me if I could figure out how to break it at some point. I just haven't really played it. I played it like once and then haven't played it again yet. Raph broke it. Haven't played 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 it. And just started playing it. Again, this one is mostly a multiplayer online game, so I would assume it's going to be hard to figure out how to break this game. Valorant, I really haven't played that much. League of Legends, haven't played that much. Apex Legends broke it. Hearthstone, again, I don't think, because most of these games, if they've got a way to monetize the game, it's going to be probably harder to break. So for instance, Hearthstone, any way that I could figure out how to break it would result in me possibly not having to spend money, so they're more likely to ban me. So for instance, if I figured out how to like get free currency to buy more cards, they're probably going to get mad at me because then I'm not using their system and paying them money to get that currency, or playing the game to get that currency. I'm using an exploit. And aside from that, I don't know of any other way to exploit. The only exploits I could think of to even try and go after would be free currency exploits in Hearthstone. And it's just not, like, it's not worth getting an account banned over. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Then Raid Shadow Legends, I haven't played that game in a long time. Haven't been able to find any exploits, but again, it's kind of the same thing as Hearthstone, where they're monetized in ways that it would get my account banned even if I did find an exploit. So I don't know, man. I've broken a pretty decent amount of the games that I've played. All right, gotta go. See you later. All right, for sure, man. I'll see you around, PP. Yeah, we're just kind of chilling anyways, and yeah, it just hit 4 o'clock, so yeah, it's probably about time for me to be wrapping it up anyways, because we have hit the hour mark. So yeah, but I am gonna finish the comments either way. Um, you found an exploit on most everything, LOL. Yeah, I found an exploit on most of the games that I've played. If I've played them, I've usually found an exploit for them, in some way, shape, or form. And that's part of the thing, like, that's part of the reason. So a long time ago, I told you guys, hopefully PP comes back and watches this tomorrow, because he usually says he will. Most of the games that I've said that I've played, I got really into them because there wasn't a way to exploit them. So back in the day, Minecraft, there wasn't, like, you could exploit Minecraft because back when it was a browser-based game, but there really wasn't any point to. You could just go in and farm whatever you needed, and there really wasn't like that much to do in the game. Now that there's like Redstone was the last update that I kind of saw and never really played. I don't know. I don't know what else they did, but I've seen some pretty cool stuff from Minecraft. But now that there's like all this stuff, I'd imagine that more people have figured out ways to exploit, because there's more, like, back when it was like stone, wood, and dirt was like the only 3 building materials. There was no point in trying to figure out how to exploit to get stone, wood, or dirt. You just go get it. Like, it's really not that hard. So like, but now that there's like 50,000 different types of blocks that you can find in Minecraft, I'm imagining people have figured out how to exploit it. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. The era of me really enjoying games was whenever I couldn't find exploits, because like Dark Souls didn't really find Dark Souls, there's kind of an exploit to Dark Souls, but not really. So what I mean by there's kind of an exploit to Dark Souls is there's a bridge that if you jump off the exact perfect way, you can land on a ledge. This ledge puts you right at the back of a character early in the game that basically you avoid them because they kill you instantly. The whole idea is they're there to basically teach you how to dodge. That's all they're there for. But if you jump off this ledge and sneak up behind them, you can do a backstab, which is a critical hit. So then, as long as you can attack him like 5 more times without him killing you, which would normally be like 10 times total, this takes away like half the battle. If you can do it perfectly, jump off this ledge, backstab him, and then run around, their health will reset if you go out of their target area for them to continue to fight you. So what you do is you can jump off this ledge perfectly, which is hard to do, keep in mind, but you jump off this ledge perfectly, you'll hit this ledge, you backstab him, you run away, you do it like 2 more times, and then you kill this dude. Or you can fight him afterwards. Either way, it doesn't really matter. I've done it multiple times. Both ways work. So you do that, and then you can get his sword. You can't use it once you get it, but if you hold on to it, eventually, once you can use it, it's broken OP. So basically what you do is you get that sword. Then you go on further in the game, and there's a bridge. There's a bridge that has a dragon. So you come up to a bridge, you talk to the guy who praises the sun, and then there's a long bridge, and then there's a dragon sitting on the edge, and it breathes fire at you, so you can't cross the bridge and go all the way across. You have to go this convoluted way around because that's just how the Souls games work. So there's this specific spot that you can stand in where the dragon doesn't breathe fire on you, but you're within range of your bow. So what you do is you take out a bow and you just basically waste like 150 arrows into this dragon's tail, and his tail will break off and he'll fly away. You still can't enter the castle that way, but once you've broken off his tail, you get a sword. And that sword you can use right away. So basically what you do is you just level up your stats by using this insanely broken sword. Eventually you get to where you can use the Black Knight sword, the first sword that you got, and then you just blow through the game. So even Dark Souls, I kind of found an exploit for, but you still, like, even with insanely busted OP weapons that are really strong, you still have to know how to play the game. Like, Dark Souls is one of those games that even, like, the first enemy you ever fight, you can go back to that area, that enemy can still kill you pretty easily. If you just, like, if you go AFK, you'll come back and you'll be dead. Like, it can just kill you. So yeah, it's kind of one of those games that it's like, it's really fun because even with exploits, it's still a challenge. And I've played the game through one time without using that exploit. But even that one time, it didn't make the game much harder because eventually you get to the point where you have to fight those guys anyways, and you get those weapons anyways, and then you just do the same thing. It's just you figure it out way easier if you do those two exploits. Which again aren't really exploits because technically, like, I get the night one being an exploit, but the dragon one doesn't make sense as an exploit because technically speaking, you'd think that if it wasn't meant to be in the game, you'd shoot the dragon's tail off and the weapon from the dragon would just fall into the abyss that the tail's hanging over anyways, and you just wouldn't be able to get the weapon. You'd think that if the exploit wasn't meant to be in the game, that's what would happen because most of the time the weapons just fall on the ground underneath the characters. So why it's in the game, I don't know. It's in the game, I guess, for you to find. So I don't know. That game was super fun. And then I got super into online multiplayer games, and like Skyrim was another game. Skyrim and Fallout. I played both of those games a ton, and I played them back. Like, I played both of those games right when they came out. So basically, people weren't able to find exploits, and I wasn't really looking too much for exploits until right whenever it got to like the end of the game, whenever had beaten it anyway. So exploits weren't really worth your time. Now I will say Fallout 4. Fallout 4, I did find exploits for. And I was among the first people, I believe, to find the exploits, but at the time I wasn't making YouTube videos. Fallout 4, there are two exploits that I found. One was, I forgot how you do it now because Fallout 4 is so far back in my mind. But there was a way that you could basically trade all your items to the shopkeeper and then take all your items back and then exit out, and then they'd sell, like, it wouldn't say that you bought your items. It would just say that you sold them your items. So you would still have your items and you would be able to take all their caps. So it was a free way to get caps. And then there was another one that you could build, what was it? It was like you could build infinite trophies basically. And so what you do is you spam built trophies, and it brought you from like level 16 or whatever level you had to be to start building trophies up to like level 60. So you basically just, are halfway done with the game at that point. So yeah, it I don't know. And also Fallout 4, whenever it first came out, it had those exploits, but it was also buggy to begin with. And I think shortly after that, my game crashed to the point where I had to start over, and I just didn't feel like doing it because the game was broken. So I just never actually beat Fallout 4. So yeah, I don't know. Basically, once I started getting to where I could exploit games fairly easily, I started playing multiplayer online games because they try and make it to where you can't exploit them. So yeah, that's basically what I did. I switched over to competitive first-person shooters and never really looked back. And now that I am looking back, I see why I switched, because I just exploit anything I can find in a game that allows me to break it. But yeah, on that note, let's get back to the next comment of what PP said. Might hop on around this time. Oh, okay. Forgot his YouTube name, but it's the guy who was offering a copy of Cabal Space. That was who was that? I think it's Abyss as well. I think his name is the same. But I can't remember for sure. Yeah, whenever you play that stream you aren't just about made it over 30-minute mark. Weird LOL. Yeah, I don't know. Time is weird, man. Play on stream? What? Whenever you play on the stream, when you aren't, it just about. Yeah. So basically, he's saying whenever I'm not playing a game, it seems like the stream takes longer. Yeah, it's the same. It seems the same way to me. But the thing is, I just didn't really know what game I felt like playing. I just didn't really feel like playing any game in particular. I was thinking about opening up Hearthstone and playing that some, but I don't know. I just don't feel like playing a whole lot of games. Basically, what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna get off here once I'm done streaming, or I guess at this point, once I'm done reading PP's comments. I'm basically gonna hop off the stream, go get in the shower, and read a book until people come over, because most likely people are gonna come over and we're gonna end up like eating dinner and playing card games or something. So until that happens, I'm basically just planning on jumping in the shower and reading a book, because I just don't really feel like gaming a whole lot today. Oh yeah, speaking of which, there is a game that I'm supposed to be playing on my phone. I'm letting my team down. Shoot. I just remembered about it. I had to let my gladiators heal in order to play it. Oh, my gladiators aren't done healing anyways. They've still got a minute, and this guy still has like 40 minutes. That is ridiculous. That is redonkulous. So yeah, I can't fight in it anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Um. Acid reflux. Already talked about that. Thought I was gonna have some acid reflux right there, but I ended up yawning instead. So I don't know. You know when you burp and when your nose burns so much, do you know why? Usually that's gases burning your nostrils. That's usually what that is. Like it only happens when I'm having gassy drinks. Oh, that's the carbonation in particular. That's exactly what that is. That's carbonation is causing that to happen. I wonder what sleeping in pajamas would feel like. I don't know, because I sleep half naked anyways. I basically sleep in my underwear. Every once in a while, if it's extremely cold, I'll sleep in like sweatpants, so you can kind of call them pajamas. But I don't know, man. I've just never been one. Like I've told you guys this before. I don't even like wearing like a shirt with a jacket over top of it. I hate layering clothes. Basically, the only clothes I'm used to layering is wearing boxers underneath of shorts. And so yeah, I hate wearing clothes, and add clothes plus blanket on top. I'm not comfortable. The only reason why I do it is because it's so cold that I feel like I basically can't sleep otherwise. And the blanket, I can't get warm enough. Excuse me. I'm just drinking water and yet I get gassy. I don't understand. Um, but yeah, like pretty much the only time I wear it's like I can't get warm enough under the blanket alone, so I have to wear clothes under the blanket to get warm enough to get comfortable to sleep. But I'm still not comfortable. Like I roll around and toss and turn a lot because I'm not comfortable with clothes underneath the blanket. That's just me. But yeah, so I usually don't wear anything other than underwear unless I have to. But yeah, so I don't really like wearing pajamas. I get you on that, PP. Parents says it's too expensive. Could have sworn they are like $10 or something. What? Oh, like you want to wear pajamas, but your parents won't buy you pajamas. I mean, the thing is like as long as you're, I mean, like I've just never like, I don't know, pajamas are just not like a thing that I care about. And like my thing is like I get that buying clothes, like there's no point in buying clothes that you're literally just using them to sleep in when you can just sleep in your clothes. So yeah, no, I kind of get that, but at the same time, like, they're like you said, they're usually not that expensive. I don't know how expensive they are. I do know that like the sweatpants that I'll sleep in when I'm sleeping in sweatpants were like let's see, how much were they? I want to say they were like $30. So they can be expensive. The more comfortable ones. But yeah, the thing is also is if you're a sweaty sleeper, or if you're just warm in general when you sleep and so you like don't use your blanket much, pajamas are just going to make it that much worse for you. So there's no real point. Anyways, use an auto clicker on the dinosaurs to kill them, lol. No, I mean, I don't even have, oh wait, no, I have access to an auto clicker. There's just no point. Um, I broke the game wide open, but yeah, the auto clicker I use is Gary's auto clicker. Um, so yeah, I guess you could do that, but it's just not really, I don't know. It's just not really that big of a deal to me. I don't find the game that entertaining anymore. Well, you could make a collection with those dinos, maybe make them fight or something, if they could, to the death, lol. No, you can't do that. The only way I could do that is if I invited somebody else into the world that I've created. They can go tame dinos, then we can both turn them on aggressive, and there are settings that you can go into, and basically you could make them fight each other, but I can't make my own dinos fight each other. The only way I could do that necessarily is tame them, bring them into a sparring pit, and then basically turn one wild and let it attack the dino that I've got that's not wild, and basically turn them both on aggressive and make them fight each other. There's a way to do it. But there's no real way to like just, make them fight each other. You've got to basically untame it to make them fight each other. And then once you've untamed it, then you've got to heal it back up, or the other dino is just going to blow right through it, and then it's weak because it's still going to take some damage blowing through that dino. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. There is a way I could do that, but it's just not like, that's just not something I find a whole lot of entertainment in. But if that's something you want to see, if you do indeed watch this, comment in the Discord and let me know that you want to see dinos fight to the death. And I mean, we'll make it happen on one of these streams where I just don't really know what I want to do. We'll make it happen on one of those. One of those streams when I'm just chatting. Use an article. Already read that. I don't think I have your Epic Games account. It should be. Boop, 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 boop. How do I show that? I don't know how to show that. Klepper828, right there. Right there. Just the same as everything else. Clippers space 828. That is my Epic Games. So, PP, hopefully you watch this and see that. I haven't added you on Epic. Well, there you go. No, like Apex ranked games, I won't be able to play those with you. Oh, okay. Because I'm way below, we can hit up casual matches. No, I mean, I'm not saying I don't want to play with you, PP, but I am saying I pretty much only play ranked. I don't find casual games fun. Like, it just seems like a waste of time to me playing anything other than ranked. So, I mean, you should be able to. I have faith in you that you can make it to platinum, and if you can make it to platinum, we can play together. So, or when the season resets, actually, when the season resets, you should be able to make it to gold pretty easily. And as long as I'm not going through it too aggressively, you should be able to get up there you should be able to keep up with me at least for the beginning of the season. And if we're playing a lot together, then I should be able to help you get into the higher ranks anyways. So yeah, I mean, at the beginning of a split, basically, that's when we need to play together. If you're wanting to play, is at the beginning of a split. I stretched normally, and the site of the injection aches. Not the whole arm. I meant to say. All right, gotta go. See you later. What it sounds like they might have. What is the injection? I've gotten one shot that sounds like what you're describing, and I don't remember what it was called, but I remember the casual term for it was the peanut butter shot, because it feels like they inject peanut butter underneath your skin. and it doesn't go away for like a week. So that might be what they did in your arm, but whenever I got that, they do it in your butt cheek. So I don't know. Might be what you had done, but that doesn't sound like, if it was tetanus and something else, I wouldn't imagine it would be the same shot I got. Wouldn't think it would be that one. But on that note, yeah, I'll see you guys later, man. We have reached 19 minutes past the hour mark approximately, and nobody's leaving any comments. So I think on that note, I'm just gonna call it an end of the stream. I'll see you guys in the next stream. It'll be Monday. If I do not go live, always, feel free to go onto my YouTube channel. I post a video if I am not live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Feel free to just do Google a clock and it should tell you when that is for your time. See you guys on the next live stream. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, whatever time it is for you. See you guys on the next live stream.